In this week's edition of the Business Review, a desperate call from trade unions for the government to conduct a new food basket survey to determine a more suitable minimum wage. TVJ's Andrew Laidley reports.
Workers complaining, unions negotiating, but employers not budging. The age-old struggle of trying to secure better pay. Trade unions now suggesting alternative methods to get what they need.
We have a role to play as a country in ending poverty. And so let's define the minimum wage. So the minimum wage is a government response to ending or protecting the population or the working population from poverty by setting a minimum standard to which employers pay. Now, in Jamaica, the Minimum Wage Act was established in 1938, coming out of the uprising of the labor movement. And it provides for payment of wages above or equal to, but not below the statutory requirement.
But there's a caveat.
The only thing is that we don't do these surveys as often as enough. And one would argue that, yes, we're operating in a culture where there's a reduction in inflation, but we can also argue that the cost of living, that which constitutes the basket to determine the cost of living, has not been reviewed over the recent years.
The trade unionist says because the survey is outdated, the purchasing power of workers at the lower end of the wage spectrum continue to worsen.
We're operating under the same data and the same parameters which things have changed. So what we have seen and the response from many of our members who are at the lower end of the pay scale, they would suggest that it has been difficult for them in restoring their purchasing power over a period of time.
Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.